As we head back downriver past Casino Row, the first casino we come to is the Riverside Resort. As you might have already heard, it is owned by a fellow named Don Laughlin. He originates from Minnesota a long time ago. Even as a young lad of 15 years of age, he had a pretty good business going. However, one day he was called into his school principal's office and told he would have to stop running slot machines and punch boards in the VFWs, restaurants, gas stations and bars, and American Legion halls. Now, Don claims he was making more money than his principal at the time. So, after receiving the ultimatum, the young businessman quit school. That was almost a lifetime ago. As an ambitious young man, Don Laughlin moved to the gambling mecca of the West, Las Vegas. Las Vegas was the only legal gaming haven in the country. He tended bar by day and took dealing classes for dice and cards at night. By 1954, he had saved enough money to purchase his own business, a small casino called the 101 Club in North Las Vegas. Soon, the business was sold for a profit, and he opened yet another just across the street, which was known as the Opera House. 10 years later, he sold the Opera House to search out a new challenge. While flying over the desert in his private plane, he came across this bankrupt 8-room motel and restaurant on 6.5 acres with riverfront property. It had been built during the construction of Davis Dam and was known as the Edgewater Lodge. In 1953, when Davis Dam was completed and many people left the area, the property came into hard times and wound up in bankruptcy. Don thought the timing was right and saw a future for the area. He paid $235,000 for that piece of property, and when he opened in August of 1966, all-you-could-eat chicken cost just 98 cents. He brought with him just 12 slot machines and 2 gaming tables, and he and his family occupied 4 of the 8 rooms of the motel. Folks, you are looking at one man's dream come true. Today, this property hosts over 1,400 hotel rooms. He has Laughlin's tallest tower, the South Tower, we are just now passing, with 28 stories. At the top of the tower, you will notice a penthouse. This is his home at the casino. He keeps his jet-powered helicopter in a garage next door to come and go as he wishes, and he used to fly to his other home off in the mountains. In December 2016, to a standing ovation, the Bullhead City Council accepted a donation from Don Laughlin of 1,120 acres on a 4,500-foot mountaintop in the Black Mountain Range between Bullhead City and Golden Valley. Appraised at $7.7 million, the property includes a cabin, safe house or bunker, a helipad, and a 1-acre lake stocked with thousands of fish. Don has done well for the community of Laughlin and Bullhead City. I would think there would not be a town of any name on the Nevada side of the river if it had not been for that fateful decision Don made back in 1966. It didn't take the Nevada gaming industry very long to figure out there was something special going on here in Laughlin. They began moving in quite quickly. The next casino property is the Aquarius. It originally opened in 1990 as the Flamingo Hilton. That still makes it the newest property in Laughlin, and with its 1,900 rooms, makes it the largest casino property. In 2006, it was purchased by a new ownership and was renamed Aquarius Casino Resort. The new owners invested $40 million remodeling the property. New features included a VIP lounge, 1,000 new slot machines, remodeled suites, front entrance lobby with all new decor, and more recently, a new resort pool on the river level. They also offer the first all non-smoking lounge and race and sports book. Nestled between the giants is a little casino tavern known to locals as the Regency. The Regency Casino is the third oldest casino in Laughlin and the only casino without hotel rooms. Opened in 1980, the Regency is privately owned by a gentleman named Chris Crawford. They consider themselves old school, a not stuffy, no rules casino. The Regency has the only dock and shop in the Laughlin area, and it has a family-owned restaurant called Daniel's. The Edgewater was built in 1979, and in 1983 was sold to Circus Gaming Group. They soon added a 450-room hotel on the west side facing Casino Drive. They added the race and sports book on the south end. The bowling alley was removed and remodeled for a large new buffet room and restaurant space. They also built this 26-story hotel tower we are now passing. If you look up at the top of this tower, you will see a balcony on the very top floor. There was an entire suite of elegant rooms built up there for a lady by the name of Mrs. Lafferty. She owned a little piece of land just south of the 26-story tower. But I will save that story for a little bit later in the cruise as we are going back upriver. In 1983, Circus also purchased a smaller casino next door called the Colorado Belle, along with all the land just south of the Edgewater. They tore down the casino and replaced it with this magnificent showboat of Laughlin. It opened for business in July of 1987. It cost them $100 million to build this multi-decked showboat, but they reportedly recovered that investment in just a short 3 years. In 1990, they installed the first and only micro beer brewery in Laughlin. Now, there were never any boats of this size on the Colorado River, as a boat of this size would have a draft of over 9 feet. All the boats on this river had to be shallow draft boats because of the nature of the Colorado River. This casino was built to look just like a real steamboat. However, it is patterned after the Belle of Louisville. The Belle of Louisville is the oldest running paddle wheeler in the United States. She was built in 1914 and is still carrying passengers to this day out in Louisville, Kentucky on the Ohio River. She looks just like this casino, except she is a stern wheeler, and this casino, as you can see, was built to look like a side wheeler for aesthetic reasons and for better use of the interior space. As we pass the stern of the Colorado Belle, if you look across the way, you will see the only casino built on what some might call the wrong side of Casino Drive, away from the river. The then Ramada Express, today called the Tropicana, was originally designed with an 1890s railroad theme and included an old-fashioned train depot. During its days as the Express, you could park your car just about anywhere in the parking lot and catch the train to the front door. Ramada Express opened in June of 1986 with 4 restaurants and 406 rooms. That 23-story tower you see at what is today the Tropicana was added in September 1993 at a cost of $75 million, providing an additional 1,095 rooms. The Pioneer was the 4th casino to be built in Laughlin. It opened in 1977 as the